Now, snakes are not my cup of tea, but it's okay because I'm here with the Shire Snake Catchers, Andrew and Lara, to tell me a little bit about snake season this summer. So guys, tell us, how did you become snake catchers?
Well, started off originally with me as a child. I was had this fascination with snakes as a little kid.
Yeah.
And pretty much all started with dinosaurs, like most kids did.
Yeah.
And when I sort of lived in an area close to the bushland, went out the bush and realised there's real dinosaurs out there pretty much. And
Yeah?
I always had a love for reptiles. I owned a few, and Andrew and I have been friends for over 20 years. So that's why I got into it. Just the fun, the thrill of it. Once I got into it, I thought this is it.
And the question of all time, what has been your most memorable experience catching a snake?
Well, I just went for a bit of a trip to Bali, on a bit of a holiday, and ended up with a working holiday. so I had a snake catcher over there, realised I was in Bali at the time, and sent me a message asking where I was. And I said where I was at Sanur at the time, and they said, oh great, because we're like 2 hours from there, we've got a snake call, can you help us out? Ended up being almost a 3-metre reticulated python, just eaten someone's chicken, and grabbed that, and the taxi driver was quite unamused when he realised what I actually caught.
So we got a call for a brown snake out at Preston's,
Yep.
Edmonstone Park. And it was, by the time we got there, it was on a working site and all the workers were freaking out. We're like, where is he? We finally found him, and he was like, good 2 metre long thumper. He had a swipe at Andrew and came within about 2 inches open mouth from his chest, because I was videoing myself. We do our own videos, and to play that back, I went, do you realise how close that was?
Yeah.
And Andrew is anaphylactic as well, so we don't really know.
So touch wood, in all these years I've been doing this, I have not been bitten by a snake yet.
What do we do if we find a snake in our backyard or somewhere near us out in the public? Do we call you straight away, run away?
Well, if you feel that it's a threat to the family or the pets, it's a good thing to call us. If you could get a photo of it from a distance, not put yourself at risk, then we can ID it.
What do we do if ourselves or our pets get bitten by a snake?
Okay, well the best thing is, of course, everyone should know their first aid for snake bite, and that is pressure immobilisation, pressure bandage.
Okay.
And best thing about that is, because most of our Australian venomous snakes have got short fangs, because they got short fangs, that bite usually isn't like a big hypodermic needle.
Okay.
It's usually just in the skin. And that's called the lymphatic system that the venom travels through.
Yep.
So if you put pressure on that lymphatic system, you can immobilise that venom to reach your organs, and you've got time to get to the hospital and get the treatment that you need if it's done right. And don't wash the bite area, because that way they can do a test and they can check what sort of snake could have bitten you, and they know what treatment is needed at the time, because they can't give you antivenin without actually having a bite in the first place. The main thing we want to tell is mainly make sure that people, when they do see a snake, don't panic, don't be irrational, don't try hurting it, don't try killing it or approaching it if it is dangerous. Leave the snake alone, try to get a good visual of where it goes to. Keep an eye on it if possible, if you call us to go and come and try to get it, because seeing where the snake ends up is much easier for us to get it when you know where it is.
Another thing that's important, I feel, is when people do have a snake, that they call a professional, not somebody that
Not their
is
friend,
just
their neighbour.
licensed, or someone that loves snakes next door.
Sometimes social media can also be silly too, because you can all get people that they'll say, oh, this is what it is, and they could be totally wrong. Generally, a lot of times, if they don't want snakes around their home, keep it tidy. Don't have rubbish laying around, don't have areas that might attract snakes, such as fish ponds, frog ponds, they attract snakes, things like that. Bird aviaries that have lots of mice, those sorts of things, they can also attract snakes.
We do have some daytime snakes and evening snakes, so it's always wise to keep your shoes on at night time, especially when you're going out to the clothesline or something like that.
Take the bins out at night, put your shoes on.
I have officially overcome my fear thanks to the team at Shire Snake Catchers for giving us tips and tricks on how to approach snake season this summer.